Sharing was canceled. Oh, no, we're live. We're live. There we go.
Yeah, we're live.
There we go. Hey guys, we're going to go decided we're going to go live again because Cash and I was talking backstage about some other stuff and then randomly all of a sudden I see on X this whitehouse.gov press release that was released today. Joe Biden's turning over powers. Why would Joe Biden be turning over powers, Cash? What would be happening with Joe Biden
I
if he's
don't know
turning
if
over
it's Joe
powers?
Biden that's handing over the powers. I know what they saying, but that would look like, I mean, from what it looks like, he ain't been seen. Uh they saying that he had something going on to where he was like on his last leg type deal, and it's just they're trying to cover it up, allegedly. Uh so I don't know. Some people even saying that he's already done went to the upper room. I'm not saying that's the case, but that's what some people are saying. So I mean, I don't know, bro. But handing over the powers, why else would you do that? Why else? What's any other reason why you would hand over powers unless you were incapable of doing the job yourself? And I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure that death falls under one of those things where you can't really do anything when you're, you know,
well,
alive.
that's where it would
Dead.
fall into Kamala's hands, right?
Yeah,
I'm
but
going to throw
no.
out a conspiracy theory here in a minute, but and just so you guys know, this is what we're going to go over. Actual whitehouse.gov. This was posted on their site. We're going to touch on this. We're going to go through it. We're going to talk about it. But with this turning over powers, now this is not all powers. It's very explicitly listed in here, and we'll talk about the details. The part that I find interesting with this, though, Joe Biden's voice didn't sound very accurate or anything like Joe Biden when he was talking to Kamala. Social media is going nuts and saying he is probably dead. What do you think, Cash?
I mean, shit. He already was walking around like, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't in this
Thanks,
reality.
Terry.
Thank you, Terry. Appreciate you. Shout out to Australia in the building. Shout out to everybody that's here. Uh I don't know, bro. I mean, he's old. And
Yes.
not the type of old that's like, oh, that's an old man. No, it's like you could tell that he wasn't even supposed to be walking. You feel me? He walked like a damn mummy already. He walked like he already been wrapped in and then fucking mummy bandages. Hands always out like this when he's walking. I wouldn't be shocked if they come out tomorrow and say that, you know, Joe Biden is went to be with their Lord, which is Satan. So go ahead.
Yeah. I don't disagree with you. I don't. It gets weird, and so we're commenting and talking about this, guys, so we can get all of you in here. We see you in the comments. Just allow everybody to get in, and then we'll get into the details. We'll pull up what whitehouse.gov has. We'll pull up some of the bills. I actually have them on both screens here, and we'll kind of go through it a little bit. It's messy. It's not super clear to where we all understand it. It's weird that we're referencing Rebuilding Economic Prosperity and Opportunity for Ukrainians Act. I Does this mean that there's going to be an expansion to a war and assets are going to be recovered? Who knows? But yeah, that's what we wanted to talk about. So make sure you share this out. We're going to go over this and make sure we cover it. I see we have quite a few on here already, but share it while you're there. Just share it. All right, so let's go ahead and pull this up. So whitehouse.gov, let me zoom in, get this text up here. So this is whitehouse.gov. This is not the screenshots going around social media. I came on here just to validate what was actually posted, and word for word, it is identical. The part that we get interested in is subject delegation of certain functions and authorities under Rebuilding Economic Prosperity and Opportunity for Ukrainians Act. Why, with everything Joe Biden's been doing for the last 4 years, he's been benefiting Ukraine for 4 years. Why does he have to delegate anything? He has been giving everything to Ukraine for the last 4 years. Can you think of any reason?
I mean, like I said, when I looked it up to look up what this actually was, it was to give Russian seized assets to Ukraine if they need funding for something, if they need something. But even so, why can't you handle that? Like, why are you giving the power off to somebody else to make the decision of what assets from Russia that we got that you're going to give to them?
Right. Yeah, it makes zero sense. Like I don't understand it. If he's going to be back into the White House tomorrow, then why do we have to turn over these powers? He can just make the decisions. But we're going to touch on a couple other things real quick. So we'll fly through this. I hereby delegate to the Secretary of Treasury and the functions and authorities vested in the President by Sections 104A1, 104A2, A2A of the Rebuilding Economic Prosperity and Opportunity for Ukrainians Act, Division F of Public Law 11850, the Act. Now, this is where it gets interesting. I hereby delegate to the Secretary of State, in consultation with the Secretary of Treasury, the functions and authorities vested in the President by Sections 104G, 104I, which, by the way, does not exist when looking that up, 105C, 105E, and 105G, which does not exist when we look that up, of the Act. So the 105G does not exist and 104I does not exist.
Unless they added something to it and haven't released it yet, because the bill that we just looked up, none of that's in there. There is there is no G, there is no I. So if there is no G and there is no I in the one that we've seen, obviously they had either they're just lying in this, or they literally put something in there that we ain't read yet.
Right. And so the delegations in this memorandum shall apply to any provisions of any future public laws that are the same or substantially the same as those provisions referenced in the memorandum. The Secretary of the Treasury is authorized and directed to publish this memorandum in the Federal Register. If we have a healthy president that is just overcoming COVID, that's all we have. He is healthy per all of the documents that were released today and all of these things. Why in the world were the flags at the White House half-staffed today, Cash?
I don't know. You taught me that today. I didn't even know that. I did not know that. But when you said something about some white smoke that ain't never came out of the White House before, and then it was some crazy white smoke coming out, only thing I could think about was the Vatican. Ain't that what they do when they get a new pope?
Yes. Yes.
And shit, they set up the same. The Vatican is set up the same way the White House set up. So
this was going all around X today. Is half mass. See the flags? Half mass. The date on this.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Like let me go and find the smoke real quick.
That's insane, bro. If they see, this is the shit that I be talking about with these fucking people. If the president of the United States is dead or dying, don't you think that the American people have a right to know that? Why would you keep that? You know what I'm saying? Why would y'all? You seen the video that we played in the last one where Kamala's like, "Hey, Joe, we can hear you on the phone call. What the fuck do you got a recording for? And why are you acting and pretending that you're on a real call? Like, what the fuck are y'all covering up?"
Right. He didn't sound like normal Joe on that call.
No, he sounded fucking fantastic. He sounded happy. He sounded healthy. He sounded all of that.
Right. So here's another post from earlier. Why is there white smoke coming from the White House? Like, why? I didn't get sucked into all of this because it's social media. But then when I start reading that he's turning over powers, we should be asking this question and demanding these answers of what in the hell is going on.
Oh, we ain't never gonna know, bro. We ain't never gonna know what's going on in this country unless that fucking swamp gets drained, bro. There's something, I don't know. I feel something strange going on, bro. It's weird. It's like it's the same exact feeling that I had in 2020 going into 2021. Like I felt like just something was fucking strange, and then boom, January 6th happened. Before that, we was in a full-blown pandemic and everything was strange, and I'm starting to feel that same feeling, like something is up right now, bro. Something is fucking going on or about to go on that is going to take the world by storm again. I really feel like that. I don't know what it is, but something's going on, bro.
Yeah. Math is not mathing. That is for sure. And it makes zero sense. Let me go ahead and pull this up and show you guys. In the bill that I just was having, this is the repo bill for Ukrainians Act, which REPO. And then coming back, let me share the screen for the whitehouse.gov so we make sure everybody is aware. We come back over here. REPO stands for Rebuilding Economic Prosperity and Opportunity for Ukrainians Act. REPO Ukrainians Act. That is where they're referencing that for how they are turning over the power. Coming back into this bill, we come down. I said 104 was missing. Let me get down to 104 and I'll highlight it so you guys can see it. Hang on. 105. Okay. I said 104I. Let me double check 104I and 105G. So 104I, we get in here. We have, I'm lost again.
It's all right. Kayla
Let's see.
says, what makes me say that, Kayla? I'm gonna tell you what makes me say that real quick. Go ahead, Casey, finish that, and I'm gonna tell you what makes me say that.
So here's 105. So we're going to go up and I. So we have F, we have G, we have no H, and no I. We come down to 105. There should be a G, and we got E, we got F, and then it ends, and we go to 106. There is no I or G. Why? So unless there is something, another bill somewhere that is not being mentioned, but why is it talking about these things when most of this is talking about, hey, Joe Biden does not have to notify Congress within 30 days that he made an agreement with another country or an arrangement? That it nullifies that or passes it on to a Secretary of Treasury.
Yeah, this is fucking weird. But what makes me say what I say, Kayla, not to keep you waiting for the response, but what makes me say that, and what's up, Chris? How you feeling, Critty? What makes me say that is I sat in prison and I watched them go after Americans that protested. I watched them try to impeach a president
Yep.
before I went to prison. I watched a witch hunt against this dude. And then now this month, we're seeing they go after him with all these different kind of cases, and then they try to take his life. And now Biden is nowhere to be seen after he just got done saying that they want me to step down. And who the hell was he talking about when he said they want me to step down? But I'm going to keep going. We're going to beat Trump in 2020. That's what he said. And now he's nowhere to be seen, and he's
Right.
sick, and he had a on Air Force One. He had a medical emergency, and there is a full medical staff on Air Force One. I don't know if people know that they got a full hospital basically on Air
Yeah.
Force One. They do surgeries and all of that on Air Force One. What if he never made it off Air Force One, dog? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
and now we got Kamala, and this is what's it's just strange for all of this shit happening, and now Kamala is being endorsed by damn near everybody, and Joe Biden is nowhere to be seen yet. He was on the phone, but he's supposed to be sick and he had COVID, but he sounds really good on the phone call, which Kamala accidentally almost called a fucking recording. Now, I don't know if Joe Biden has passed on his inability to speak to Kamala Harris where she says shit, but she did. She said, "Hey Joe, we hear you on the phone call." That shit made me like, hold the fuck. What kind of circus what is this? What is this, bro? Something is going on, bro. Something is going on. My nigga senses is tingling.
This is weird, man. This is super weird because you have Global Press, which is in a huge account on X, 30,000 followers. It says a verified source has informed Global Press, the Global Press team, that Joe Biden is currently in hospice care and is unlikely to survive the night.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, here, I'll pull it up. This is not a big account, so take this for what it's worth, but why in the world is all of this coming around? Right there. 41 minutes ago. And then they talked about a delegation of power. Like, everything is starting to get weird, super weird. This is one of the things why I was saying why we need to be nervous with these actions being taken. We need to be nervous with no strong leadership, and we have a lame duck president for the next 6 months. That anything can happen, anything. And so, with this turning over powers and turning over these things, wait until they start just being like, oh, yeah, we're going to sign an executive order. And executive orders are illegal. They're against the Constitution and they should never be utilized. But they are the most dangerous thing to this country is you make one person capable of making very extreme decisions in our country.
Man, this shit is crazy because Kamala gets if Kamala takes over the presidency, right?
President number 47.
Not even that though. Like, no offense to the women watching, right? But what if this bitch is in menopause already and she has like a bad day and all fucking hot flash and wants to go do something crazy? You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
What if she's just like fuck America? What if she's like, I don't know. I just see all types of bad shit happening, bro. I've never in my life felt the way that I'm feeling about politics. Like, these people are they're just a bunch of weirdos, bro, that don't really care about people. They don't care about life. They don't care about nothing. And
No.
Kamala has been proven to not give a fuck about nothing, not care about people. And she cares about the bad shit. Like, she locks up people for weed all throughout her career, you know what I'm saying? Incarcerates him harshly, left the dude on death row knowing that there was exculpatory evidence that could get him off. Yet she promotes a senator who is okay with pedophilia and passes a bill like to make it okay in California. And this bitch is going to be running the country. She plays identity politics. All of a sudden, she's a fucking proud black woman. Bitch ain't been black since before the presidency, before she became vice president. She was a
No.
proud Indian American.
Yes.
And now all of a sudden, she's a proud black American and tries to talk
Yep.
like a fucking female Obama, bitch. You're not Obama.
Yeah, you're definitely not Mike Obama. When this whole thing goes down, the one thing that gets interesting, guys, just a reminder. If the 25th Amendment is pulled and the vice president becomes president, that means the Speaker of the House becomes vice president until the vice president is appointed and then has to be voted on by Congress. So you could have Mike Johnson as vice president. As much as most of us probably don't like him, I do not like him.
I like
I
him.
think he's horrible. He
I
is
think that
awful.
well, I'll say this. I like
Um,
him in the sense that he ain't did no crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? But as far
eh,
as I'm concerned, I feel like when he's not really against Trump's agenda as far as like make America great again and America first. He's like an American first guy.
yeah,
That's the way I see him. So he's not an enemy per se of the people, but he is a politician. So he's got that strike against him. But he's
sure.
in my mind, I see him as like a weaker, he's not a dominant male. A Trump presidency will make that man, he's gonna fall in line and he's gonna do what the hell he got to do. So,
Agreed.
you know, that's how I look at it.
Yeah, I I don't I struggle with this because this is dangerous territory. Most Americans put too much trust in the government in the first place. And now if we are turning over powers, there's already enough rumors around that Joe Biden is not healthy. And you have now rumors that he's on hospice, which if you look at him trying to walk up into the airplane, Air Force One, he almost lost his legs and fell backwards down those steps. He was not healthy. He barely got up those steps. Wouldn't Pelosi be? No, because Pelosi
No,
is not.
but
She's not Speaker of the House anymore.
Tucker I guess Tucker said something that just made an Instagram about saying that something is going on here.
Is that what Russo sent us earlier? He sent it to us
I
when
don't
we were
know.
live earlier.
I don't know, but maybe it's worth playing.
Yeah, let me pull it up. Let me see. It's on Instagram, but it's got to be on X too.
How the hell did they not address the people about what the fuck is going on, bro? I mean, they did, right? She did, but she did it in a way to make it seem like everything is okay. Like, why would you do that? If you know that he is fucked up, why would you come out like everything is okay? Is it because they trying to sign all these fucking documents and then he's already out the door? Like he's already done and they forging some shit? I call conspiracy on everything, bro. Conspiracy. Fuck it. Conspiracy. This motherfucker is gone already, and they are pushing through shit fraudulently. And we know that they love to do that. So
yeah, it gets weird. I'm transferring the link to the video. Sorry. That's what I'm trying to get to my computer right now. I don't understand. Well, I do understand, but the part that I don't like is we don't have enough people calling this out. We have 0 people calling it out. Like, well, I shouldn't say 0. There are some. There's Laura Loomer, but Laura Loomer has lost way too much credibility because of some of the stuff that she shared early on, thinking that she knew she had some inside information and it ruined her credibility. But all right, here is Tucker's video from earlier.
The official story was that Biden's trip was cut short last week due to COVID. However, according to this source, U.S. Secret Service informed Las Vegas Metro that there was an emergency situation involving Joe Biden and to close necessary streets so that POTUS could be transported immediately to University Medical. Then mysteriously, there was a stand-down order, and the Secret Service informed local Vegas PD that they were going to medevac POTUS to Johns Hopkins, which they presume meant fly him back east as soon as possible. Apparently, the rumor mill in the police department was that Joe Biden was dying or already dead. Possibly. Given that Joe Biden has been out of public sight for days and dropped out of the race via an X post, and his brother James indicated health was a factor, I'm beginning to grow more curious if COVID or something else has been more serious than reported. Clearly something is going on here. I don't know what it is. I know its hallmark, which is secrecy. Secrecy is the hallmark of lying. Right. So they're lying.
Well, I'm sure Las Vegas Metro would be just as forthcoming as they were during the during the October shooting.
Yeah, the worst mass shooting in American history.
bro, what if now this is just cash. This is for entertainment purposes only. Just want to make that clear, YouTube, Facebook, this is for entertainment purposes only. But what if Joe Biden was going to be implicated in what happened with the failed attempt on Trump and they took him out? So that way when it comes out, he could be the fall guy. I don't know, bro. I don't know.
There's no taking him out, to be very honest. It's just stop giving him the meds. Like that's all it is. Like they would just let it happen.
He never came off that flight, bro.
I
believe that.
Today, out of all days, today is where I started to believe that he's probably gone. With the stuff that I started seeing going around, which you had the White House with flags at half staff, you have smoke coming out of the White House, you have Laura Loomer claiming that it was for her first medical post that she made back on July 9th, saying that Joe Biden is experiencing a medical emergency. And then now you have everything downhill from that date forward. It's tough, but it comes back to paint the picture why you should never trust the government.
It's just strange, bro. Strange. That's all I know. It's just strange. Fucking weird. This is all weird, bro. It is, seriously. Like there's something going on. Like why they playing games, man? Why the secrecy? Why
corruption and power? You know the answer
No, but
to
if
that.
Joe Biden was able to do whole fucking rallies from his basement, how come you can't just real quick, hey everybody, I'm okay. I know you hear the rumors, but I'm alive.
Well, that's the thing. That's
The
why
last
we have
thing
this
that
question.
the last thing that bro said when he got on stage, they want me to step down.
Yeah.
Who's they?
Who's they though? Yeah, don't say that. Kanye will walk off the stage. But when it comes to this entire situation, and you're going down the right path, it's like, okay, so where is this coming from? Go down this conspiracy route a little bit, and I'm calling it a conspiracy route because we don't have any true facts absolutely yet. But why is Joe Biden's stand down letter for stepping out of running for the presidency? Why isn't that on an official letterhead? It has no president's seal. Like, these are all the questions that have been going in my mind today. Why?
Because this is what a real coup looks like. That's why. That's why.
Yeah.
Right before our very eyes. This is what a real coup looks like. Not no
Mhm.
false flag that they tried to say against me and my bros on January 6th. No. This is what a real coup looks like.
The other thing, have you seen the picture of the signature on that compared to the prior
Yep.
signatures?
Yep.
There's been some crazy people going nuts with this. They are
It's
going nuts
real.
with this on X. They've
It's
gone
real.
through and pulled hundreds of signatures of Joe Biden's, and I will say
They're
the
different.
signature on this latest document doesn't look like his other signatures.
Yeah, we just covered that, Jasper.
Yeah, Jasper, we just barely went over that. Global Press, it's a 30,000 follower X account, so take it with a grain of salt, but that's what kicked some of this stuff off. Is it's still interesting. Like, when have we ever had this type of talk about the president of the United States? I don't think this has ever been done before.
I don't know, man. This shit sums up. That's all I know. Sums up. Something's fucking fishy, bro. Something's going on. There's evil afoot.
Mm-hmm. I said before to you before we started it that things will have to get worse before it gets better. Do you believe that?
No. Nope. I don't. I think
Why don't you think so?
they don't have to. They don't have to get worse before they get better. I think that they might, but it doesn't have to. They can stop doing the stupid shit that they're doing right now.
They won't.
Right. But they won't. You know what I'm saying? But they could.
Right.
So it doesn't have to. But yeah, you're probably right. It probably will because there's fucking corrupt fucking trafficking ring people in charge of shit. That's just it. There's evil fucking people in charge of things, bro. That's how I look at it. I can't
Right.
see beyond that. Like, I don't expect no good to come from these fucking people. I
Right.
don't. Because I know what the fuck they're all about. I know what the fuck these people be doing.
Right.
Yeah, that's it.
The part that you are doing is you are putting your faith in humanity and people that they will self-correct. I will not put that in these evil, corrupt individuals because if that was the case, it would have happened years ago
I don't put my
or
faith in them.
centuries ago, potentially.
I'm just saying they got a choice. That's all. I'm not putting no faith in these fucking people. I'm just saying they got a choice. So will it probably get worse before it gets better? Yeah. Going judging by the way things are rolling, fuck yeah, for sure.
Right.
But it doesn't have to be. They're choosing it because they're just evil. That's how I look at it. They lack a moral compass, bro, the same way that regular people do. Their moral compass is different than our moral compass.
Yeah. Netanyahu came to say bye. What if Netanyahu came to say bye to Joe? He would come just to collect a paycheck and then go back home, just like Zelensky would. No different.
And what you should. I know that's not what they want. They do not want Donald. They do not want Robert for sure. Straight up, both of them two. I don't believe that they're a part of none of that evil shit that I'm talking about. And I'm not gonna say it. Y'all already know if you watched the last live, you know what I mean when I say the evil shit. I'm talking about them fucking Scumbag motherfuckers, bro. That's all I'm gonna say. But tomorrow, make sure you guys tune into America's Conspiracy Compass because I'm gonna be all the way raw with it. And I'm gonna tell you exactly what I'm not saying right now. I'm gonna say it tomorrow. And I'm gonna play some videos to show you this shit. These people are fucking disgusting. That's it.
Yes. Yes, they are. Well, guys, we wanted to come on, do a quick live again because we were just talking backstage and then all of a sudden shit hit the fan. And so we're like, we're going live again. Let's just do this.
What time and where is going to be on pilled.net, PILLED, pilled.net. And it's going to be at, what I said it for, 9:30?
9:30 Central Time.
9:30 Central Standard Time. And you could catch the replay if you can't make it live. It'll be up.
Yeah, it'll be up, and it'll be a good one. But also, don't forget we have Truth tomorrow. Tomorrow that we'll have Truth at 7 p.m. Eastern. Russo is back in his house, so we're gonna be back doing that. But tomorrow we're gonna find out if Joe Biden actually returns to the White House because he is supposed to, per what has came out this afternoon. So let's go ahead and see. If you guys
Kim,
believe
let
it's
me know
going to
when you
happen,
get your shirt, Kim. I want to know when you got it.
well, we actually, Kim, when you get it, send a picture of it to both of us. And then I don't have to deal with Russo and trying to redesign it. I can redesign it with a picture of it. But anyways, guys, you guys all have a great night. Don't trust the government. What's your final words, Cash?
There's a bunch of kid lovers that run our government.
Ain't that the truth?